What's up, guys? Twig46 here with the next episode of Silent Hunter 4, and honestly, it's been about a week and a half or so since I played, so honestly, don't know what's going on. Apparently, I'm shooting at something. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back in it and see what's going on. I believe okay, there we go. Oh, hello. We can see him now. I didn't... What? Did I leave this on a cliffhanger where I'm like, hey, you guys should guess what kind of ship this is? Well, anyway, there it is. Now we can see it for sure. However, we're gonna wait a little bit closer. So for now, we will drop scope. And looks like we're going 850 and 850. So you will... Oh, wait. Oh, crap. There was a reason why I had the scope up. It's so I could get an exact course. Right. Okay, let's do that. See what happens when I don't play for a while and just all kinds of fun things happen. Whatever. I'm calling that one good enough. Drop scope. It is this line here. We need a 90. We need a 90. I think that one's gonna be some crap. Yeah, look how off that is. That's cute. Just do it again. Top from bottom is usually the easiest way to achieve it. Alright, so that's better. What course was that be? Course of 226. Very good. Which is here. 25.6.
Yes, sir. New course. 226. Yes, sir.
Booyah. Alright, let's get the ship moving.
Yes, sir. Current speed. Yes, sir.
And we got a range of 900, which is perfectly fine. And then just for my sake, I'm going to do another speed check here. Just to make sure, because it's been a while since I've seen this, so I don't know. Alright. There's 1, 2. And a few seconds later, and boom. Alright, so let's see here. Right about there, give or take, whatever. Doesn't have to be crazy perfect.
5.
8. Well, I'm glad I took that check. So, we're doing an aft attack. So, if he's going 8 knots at this range, let's start plugging in some information here. We'll use 9 and 10 this time.
Bearing.
Oh, wait.
1, 0.
I have special torpedoes. Yeah, so actually 9 and 10 would be the correct torpedoes because this is a daytime attack. And these are electric torpedoes. So yeah, 9 and 10 it is. They only have 1 speed, which is slow. Okay, so let's try it at 170 and see what happens. So we got a speed of 8 knots, which is about there. We got a angle on bow of here, 8.
7.
So we got it there. And then we need a range, which we'll just put at there for now. Okay, so it's got a track a little bit to there, so we'll put it this way. We'll try again. The angle being halfway in between. God,
Bearing.
freaking
1,
there. Perfect.
0.
Like
8.
that, and then that. That made it worse. Let's try over here. So that would be about here. There we go. That's more what I like. There. Perfect. Excellent. So he's at 09. We'll be shooting at 165. Okay. Actually, let's time accelerate just a little bit. We know we're shooting at 165. So we'll check up on him again when he's about say 125. See what happens when he's there. Okay, and we're here.
1, 4.
Okay.
Bearing. 1, 2, 5.
Oh, this thing isn't even worth taking a shot at.
1, 2,
Okay. So knowing that,
2, 7.
this guy doesn't even have any guns, so we're just gonna turn this boat around.
1,
We'll go,
8. Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
start turning this thing around.
Rudder. Bearing. 1, 2, 9.
So remember, we have a 4-gun.
Bearing.
Do 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 do
2,
do.
8.
Let's see what this looks like, yeah?
Bearing. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sonar. We do not need your help anymore. What we can do on the map, however, is delete all this crap because we don't need it anymore. Because we're not going to be using the torpedoes, are we? And it seems like Fraps is having some issues, but that's okay. We'll just not record for like a fraction of a second. Oh, this guy is so thoroughly dead. Alright, so let's enjoy the moment a little bit. Obviously doing it at ×4 speed, just so, you know, it'll take forever. But yeah, this guy is thoroughly has no idea what is about to happen to him. Okay, so as you can see, we're starting to get into optimal attack position. So we will, we should be this way. Again, verify that he has no guns of threat. I mean, there's probably a machine gun there and a machine gun there, but we're satisfied. So we will get the crew on battle stations. And everyone's where they should be. So let's breach the boat by doing this button.
Sir. Blow ballast.
So we can come up very, very quickly. And surprise! It's me! Alright, so the boat just now got up. The crew is running up the ladders, getting into their battle station positions. The captain is now on the bridge. And I think I will take a couple shots at this guy, because we want to use the AP rounds. We'll be firing over the port bow. Let's get a ranging shot here. Direct hit. And another. That was a little high. Alright, so now we got our range. Swinging around offside that radar. Bad form shooting at the radar. Alright, let's drive parallel
Yes, sir.
to it now.
Rudder 0. Rudder 0. Yes, sir.
Oh, I hardly think you need to do
Yes, sir.
battle or
Rudder
whisper.
9. Yes, sir.
Fire! Alright, reload, reload, reload. Let's hit him in the back. Boom! Direct hit. Let's go investigate our work here. But first we're gonna drive
Yes, sir.
parallel.
Rudder 0. Rudder 0.
Stop.
Yes, sir. All stop.
Let's go ahead and investigate, see what we're doing. Yeah, see, look at that. Peppering them full of holes below the waterline. That's exactly what we're looking for. So I'm actually doing really good so far. So I'm gonna keep at it.
Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
Okay, keep moving the boat.
Rudder
Keep
3.
turning the boat. So we can't shoot him right now because that radar is in the way. Again, want to keep our distance just in case something happens, but you know, the way she's listing, I think we might be almost done here. And we'll expend 10 rounds of ammunition on this target and then just wait and see what happens. Alright, so the 10 rounds have been spent. And
Yes, sir. All stop.
yeah, let's see what's going on. And definitely showing some pretty dang noticeable signs of sinking. I don't think you're gonna come back from this one, sir. Oh, the guy just died. Oh no. Yeah, everyone just died. So this, yeah, no lifeboats for you today. And there you have it. And see, there you go. Well, it is cool to get the camera angles for the ship shooting, you know, or the submarine shooting at the ship. I just killed a merchant in 10 hits. So, for efficiency's sake, since it's early on the patrol, I feel that it was better to do it this way. Alright, so she's definitely dead. There's no coming back from this. You want to come back, but you can't. Glug, glug, glug. How, Ooh, look at this. We'll actually get to follow it all the way down. Because the bottom is right there. So let's go ahead and accelerate this a little bit. And she capsizes. And okay. So now it's gonna go quick. Ooh, going backwards, full on hit. Wow, just look at those collision models, you guys. Great stuff. Explosions everywhere. Ooh, look at that. Man, people probably within 50 nautical miles of that heard that. But yep, I'm just happy that the ship finally landed on its side, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause whoa. Hey.
Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
Because they always usually land right side up. I think it's just easier for the game to handle that.
Turning to course, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright. Well, anyway, that guy is dead. Let's continue on. Compressed air, CO2, we're all okay. Everyone's fine. So, yeah. A little bit sleepy. I will say that I've been playing Heroes and Generals pretty much non-stop. If you're interested in a fun, fast-paced, first-person shooter World War II game, check it out. It's free to play on Steam. Thoroughly enjoying my time with it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the last like couple days. So I'm still kind of like, I just want to play some Heroes and Generals mode, but you know, of course, I gotta do this. Well, I don't gotta, I get to, because it's fun. And I got a new subscriber, which is nice, so that's pushing my subscriber count up to 91. Yay me, almost to 100. I don't know if I'm going to do anything special for 100. If you guys think I should, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, the data restriction. I'm getting a good feel of how much my online gaming is going to affect that. So I'm thinking it's pretty safe to say that I can post one of these a week, no problems. And maybe something else. I have come across another game that I'm enjoying right now. It's Istralid. Again, free to play on Steam. Basically what that's like is it's a kind of like a shipbuilding game. You got these different parts that you can put together. It's if you've seen From the Depths, it's kind of like an Atari 8-bit version of that. Only you get to build fleets of ships, and you kind of have to capture these resource zones, and the first to capture all of them wins. And they got a campaign and just like kind of a random, hey, here's all the guys that you can fight. Thing is, I'm getting kind of stuck on it because, you know, of course, it starts out relatively fair, relatively easy, but as you progress things, they tend to make the ships OP that you're fighting with the equipment that you have. So if you'd like, I can make a series about that. Process to patrol area. Just like make a series about that. So you guys can like say, oh hey, here, try this technique or try that technique, and make it kind of fun. So that's an option. Let's see. For now, we gotta get to our patrol zone, which is down here. What time is it? We're gonna go like that. I think we can make that in a couple hours, just so we get in here as quickly as possible, and then we can kind of just, I don't know, derp around in here and see what happens. Alright, so now we made it past the land, so we go back to our standard patrol speed. It is daytime, and yeah, let's do it. My guess is that they're going to be more down in this strait, which is ultimately where I would like to end up, so I'm going to probably make these a little bit straighter. If you caught that pun, good job. If you like that pun, not so much. Okay. Moving in. No, so far nothing, but I'm not really expecting to see too much up here. We're getting into the night, and oh crap, you know what I just realized? Is I told the game to not auto-reload for me, so I need to go ahead and drop some torpedoes in there. Let's go ahead and do that. Just so if we find a convoy, we don't have, you know, we have all of our ammunition. So, it is now nighttime, and we are entering what hopes to be a very fruitful hunting ground. We'll see in a minute, won't we? At least I hope so. I'm gonna kind of hang out in this bottom area and see what's happening. Anyway, since we're here, kind of just waiting for the next thing to happen. Fun times. As if you've been following my channel for a while, I told you a while ago that I've moved into a new house, and along with that, all the responsibilities. And I have a roommate, which is my sister, and she has plants everywhere, which is creating humidity. She has a humidifier, which is creating humidity. And she takes really hot showers all the time, which is creating humidity. And so, and we also, both of us, planes, both of us hang dry our clothes, so that creates a lot of humidity. So basically, fun times, right? Got to figure out how to cut down on that. Alright, so we should be relatively safe under here. And we'll surface probably at 310 or so. Alright, let's get her up. And here they come back. So let's dive again.
New den 165. Yes, sir.
As long as they don't turn directly into my path, we're okay. I don't think they will because we're pretty much underwater.
40.
Well, this is a good sign because usually if they're sending planes out, well, that was actually a lot bigger. I can pretty much detect things this. So I need to be like in here the whole time. But usually if they're sending out planes, that means that there's something on the way. So that's really good news. Alright, so we're gonna head and surface at 340, which is coming up here. Takes about a minute to surface, so there we are. Hopefully we can find something relatively soon. That would be nice. Who barely made that. Let's go ahead and check the mission briefing at regular speed, please. Because if we only have to stay here for a little while.
New message received.
Okay, we have to conduct anti-shipping operations, so we're not going anywhere until we sink something. We're gonna stay here for all of tonight and about halfway tomorrow. If we don't see anything in this area, then we're going to move on, basically. That's good enough. Alright, so if we don't see anything within, you know, a little bit longer, we need to figure out what we're gonna do. 6 more hours in this area. Alright, so if we don't see anything, where are we going to put ourselves? Probably up here. It's a plane. Alright.
Yes, sir.
Dunk down.
New depth 166.
A little bit concerned that we're in this kind of water, but it should be still over 1,000 feet. As long as he doesn't turn directly at me, we're okay. And we are okay. We should be really, really deep. So 165 shouldn't be a problem for this water. Let's see. Yeah, 500. So we're still fine.
40.
So we're here. Bottom is here. Yeah, I think we could actually survive for a time on the bottom of that. But this is what it looks like outside. Very, very calm. Very, very clear. Alright, so let's get moving. Let's see, strategize. Surface. Come on, find me something. Anything. Preferably a ship. Alright, so we've been here for a while. We haven't seen anything, so now we're gonna Oh, just as I was about to give up, we find something. Oh my gosh, thank you. He's going slow. We need a course of southeast. We'll do more east into that for now, and we'll go ahead and go full. Accelerating to the target, which before we do, we need a relative idea of where he's going. Kind of like that. Alrighty, and we're gonna probably want to put a little bit more south on that. Just a little more south on that. It's like a cooking channel. Alright, actually, just for fun, let's... Oh, hold up, he turned. Oops, well, we can go ahead and go 1 times speed, that's fine. But he's turned, he's going a different way.
Yes, sir. I'll stop.
Okay, stop the boat.
Yes, sir.
Did anyone else think of Willy Wonka just now? Because I did. Okay, so we're just gliding. Not too much to see, but I still love seeing it. I'm the king of the world. Woohoo! Okay. Anyway, now he's changed again. Interesting. So this guy, he's a changer. Good enough. Because I would think it'd be really funny to intercept him in this super shallow water. Alright, so let's see here. We got a 12. Alright, let's just see what he does. Because we're on his current line, we're only about 5,000 yards away, which isn't that much. We're talking about torpedoes. Still we can go a little bit, and we can put some more east on that to compensate for his new line. Maybe a little bit less, something more like that would be better, but you know. Let's see, how far are we away now? 5,900. How good is this line? Pretty good. It's a little bit off, obviously, but yeah, we can just turn up the speed. We're fine. Wow, look at that.
Yes, sir.
Let's get some
At 1/3.
let's get some respectable
Yes, sir.
propeller spinning happening, yeah? So it looks so silly. Alright. That's fine for underwater, but we're above water. Let's get some respectable things happening. Okay, so we need to establish our safe dive zone. We need to establish our tracking zone. And on top of that, we need to establish our it's about there, right? Our visual contact zone. It's there. Looks like a jawbreaker. Man, dude. All these lines are so confusing. I remember watching Star Wars as a kid, and then when they were in Echo Base, and you see all those little markings, and you're like, what could they all possibly mean? It's like, this is what that always reminds me of. It's like just a bunch of random marks, like everywhere, but they all make sense. They're all there for a reason, you know. And then we can even have our distance to target meter, I guess. As you can see, it clutters it up quite nicely. Okay, hang on. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna still looking good. We are decelerating and diving. We are approaching our tracking circle, which means we're going to want to start to slow down time.
Current depth 40.
Radar man, or sonar man, track this dude.
Merchant! Closing! Bearing! 7, 4.
Well, I got 7.5, but, you know, whatever. Alright, there he is.
Bearing! 7, 3. Closing!
Okay. Let's get a well, he's probably going pretty dang slow. Alright, so he is in the zone. Mark. Ready, set, ready, steady, go. Alright, 1 minute. Yeah, they weren't kidding when they said he was going slow. This guy is slow.
Merchant!
And, well, 3 minutes plus a second. Not really going to matter too much to the overall result. But, you know, whatever.
Bearing. 7, 2.
Okay.
Closing!
So we got a speed of 7. Alright. So if we, draw a line, let's wait for him to get a little bit away from that X so I get a good mark. So we just intersect all 3 points, the first X, the second X, and his current line. There's his line. Now we need to move our, that's our range gauge.
Merchant! Bearing.
We need to move this.
7, 0.
So it's right on top of us. Okay, so that's where it should intersect, is right here. So what we want to do is go back to 7 knots, put it about there, and that's when we'll take the next speed check. If everything, you know, proceeds as planned. While we're here, we're gonna move this back and get a more accurate measurement of our distance, which is a little far at the moment. So we'll go ahead and speed that up. Okay, and stopping.
Bearing. 6, 9. Closing.
Alright, so as soon as he touches that 7 circle, we'll go ahead and take the next time check, or speed check, which is about there. Oh crap, I need the watch. Okay, now he's definitely touching the circle, which is right there. Alright, go ahead and put him under the microscope, guys. If we did this right, he should end up in the middle of that circle, and that is exactly when we will be able to see him, if we did this right.
Merchant!
But we don't want to see him right now because we don't want to contaminate our results, meaning that the sound readings that you get
9.
versus the visual readings you get are slightly different. But as you can see, those circles pretty much line up exactly. We just put that right there. Boom. 7 knots. He hasn't done anything different. Okay, so I need to check on my torpedoes because I need to know the range. 4,100 on fast, 8,000. Steam, 3,600. Alright, so let's pop scope and see if we can see this guy. Which we should. And we can now
Merchant!
get an exact line.
5, 6. Closing.
So which means we can, well, I think I do want to get rid of that one. but you know. Alright, let's see how that looks. A little bit off, but you know, whatever. It's normal. Are you guys playing the Battle of Hoth music in your head right now? Because I am. Dun 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 dun. Like, look at how complicated this can be. How complicated you can make it if you want to. All right, let's make that a little bit more complicated.
Merchant. Bearing. 5. Closing.
All right, let's get a course. 141. 20, 30, 41.
Yes, sir. New course. 140.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that'll give us a way more accurate reading. Let's take a look and see what he is.
Bearing.
Target spotted. Excellent. It's a bigger one. Okay.
Bearing.
So we're going to yeah, this is because the ship is turning to more accurately match what's going on.
4.
We need to do an ID at this range so we can get an accurate measurement
Bearing. 4. 7.
of his mast.
Bearing. 4.
All right,
6.
it's not it. That's it. That's my guy. 5,400. All right, check that off. Let's get an accurate reading.
Bearing. 4.
Again, how this works is trigonometry. Remember all those times we had to measure the flagpole and you're like, oh, why would I ever need to know that? Well, you know the angle. See, this is measuring the angle, and you know the mast height, so based on the angle and the mast height, you can find the distance. And that's exactly what we just did. And so now we know the distance. And when that is within range
Bearing.
of our...
3.
Well, actually, it's not. So we're going to have to speed up.
Yes, sir. Ahead 130.
Well, actually, yeah, we are in range. So let's just go to like
Yes, sir.
there.
Current speed 1.
Okay, so knowing what we know, let's set up our solution. All right, like there. Okay, so what we need is torpedoes. I think I'm gonna use, well, what's the range on these guys? They are 3,600 by the time he's in range. Should be just fine. So we're gonna use the electric torpedoes. So using tubes 5 and 6, as you can see, we have the right torpedoes because if I click these, they work. If I click these, they don't. Okay. So we said his speed was 7 knots, correct? His angle on bow.
Bearing. 4. 1.
Oh, we'll try 15. Because these torpedoes are a bit slower. And as you can see, we have a pretty good solution. Okay. So that part's ready. I think we're ready. We just need a final range estimation.
4. 0.
We could take. Let's do one more. Hey, it was doing so well too. Let's take one more speed check just to make sure. Because we're gonna be firing off some pretty expensive ordnance right about now. 1, 2.
Bearing. 3. 9.
Okay, boom.
Bearing 3-3.
See, aren't we glad we checked? Alright, we'll adjust the speed. That changes things significantly.
3-2.
Alright, let's check them out. Should be about here. And he's really far away. Alright, so at mark of 15, it's going 6 knots.
Bearing
1.5, 1.5. Yep, the ship is facing that way. Thank you for those friendly graphics. And now we need a range, which means we need to get this thing over here. And we just drop down like that, something like that. And I take my range manually.
bearing 3-0.
That's what this little circle's for. The range at the time of firing will be 2,900. So we'll set for 2,000.
Bearing 2-9.
Oh, something like that. Let's see here. Range 2,007's there. Let's see.
8.
We'll set for 2,900. See what that does. A little bit more. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so let's make tubes 5 and 6 ready in all respects. So we got that going for us.
2-7.
I think we're ready to fire. Alright, so we know we're going to be firing at 15.
Bearing 2-6. Bearing 2-5.
Okay, final range check.
2-3.
2,700.
Bearing 1-8.
So finicky. Alright, okay, so we're ready. Final range check, everything is ready. As long as he's going 6, we should be fine. He shouldn't be able to see these torpedoes because they're electric.
1-7.
So we'll see if that's true. Brass tells me that these torpedoes should be invisible in a daylight attack.
Bearing 1.
Well, what does Brass know? Here's the real thing right here. So our shot placement, let's get a little bit higher. I think we're gonna put one right about here and one right about here. Alright, stand by. Fire.
Bearing 1-5.
Stand by.
Torpedo in the water.
Bearing
Fire.
Firing
4.
Alrighty, so we don't need all this garbage anymore. Let's go to our
3.
torpedo map. Oops, that would be this one. Alright, so there's our ordnance. It's on its way. There's our target. Let's watch. See what happens. Drifting slightly off the line. He might have sped up. Fuck, he sped up.
Bearing 1-2.
Okay, well.
Bearing 2. Bearing 1.
I think they both missed you guys. Well, so much for that attack.
Bearing. 0.
Fail of epic proportions. However, he's still maintaining a relatively straight course, so we can confirm that.
3. 5.
Yep, he maintained a straight course even under fire, so we confirmed that. But what is... Oh, God. Just...
Bearing.
Just...
3.
Ugh.
5. 8.
These fucking torpedoes. Alright, load them up.
Bearing. 3.
5.
7. Bearing. 3. 5. 6.
See?
Bearing.
No bubbles.
3. 5. 5.
See? Right there should be a trail of bubbles. There is not. So these are perfectly awesome torpedoes.
Torpedo missed, sir.
Until they're not.
3. 5. 4.
Torpedo missed, sir.
Bearing. 3. 5.
Well, this should wake them up.
Bearing. 3. 5. 2. Bearing. 3. 5. 1.
Yep, that's what happens to a torpedo when it hits the water when it's armed, guys. It blows up.
5. 0.
Well, there's some... You know what? I'm gonna call that a win because I fraggin' hit that
Bearing.
rock.
3. 4. 9.
I don't really feel like setting up another attack. What we're gonna do...
3. 4.
Yes, sir.
8.
Ahead full.
Alright, thank you, sonar. You're no longer required.
3. 4.
Yes, sir.
7.
Rudder 1. 8.
Okay, so we're gonna turn the boat and we're gonna shoot him down with the guns. In theory, he should be turning. He's not. He's going exactly straight. But yeah, look at that engagement, guys. Jeez. I work way too hard for that to get screwed up like it did. But honestly, looking back on it, if I had to say what happened, I would say it was me changing the speed limit from 7 to 6. That's probably what screwed it up. Alright, so we're gonna intercept this guy.
Yes, sir. Rudder 0.
Yes, sir.
Not at regular speed, mind. Screw it, just go all out then. Alright, so here's how we're gonna keep track on how close we are. Apart from visually. That is a deck gun, I believe. Let's go look. Boom, deck gun. And they have no friggin' idea that there's a submarine tailing them, do they? Hell, even I don't know where I am. Let's see if I can find where I am. I can't find where I am. Alright, so let's try something fun. Because as you've seen, that attack was clearly screwed up. So what we're gonna do,
Rudder 2. 2.
so we're gonna try again. Only not with the standard attack.
Yes, sir. Rudder 0.
Alright, so how are we going to do this, you ask? Well, that's quite simple, really. We just need to get some different angle measurements, which basically... you get the same way. Just now they're not going to be quite as perfect. All right, so we still need the course. Obviously, that's very important. We're gonna go ahead and slow this boat down, though.
1/3.
Definitely want to slow this boat down. All right, so we still need his course. Should be like that. Maybe a little more. Okay, and then we need the angle from me to his course. So 153, what's the opposite of that? Is 27, right? So that's the angle on bow that we need. Okay, so we go here, kind of put them like 18, so that's 10, 27, right? And then we need a range. So we'll arm the torpedoes. Make sure they're ready to go. And we need a range, and we'll get that in 1 second. Okay. So, if that worked, we should have an intercept point. So, fire.
Firing tube 1.
Just do one.
Torpedo in the water.
So, that should hit somewhere's up here in the back, if we did it right. Let's find out. See, crossing the line. Question is, will the ship see it and will it react? I don't know. We aimed it right about in the middle, and as you can see, that's basically where it's going to hit. The risk is that if we overshoot it, but that might happen, that might not. Oh, baby! Woo! Oh my gosh, look at that. Look how lucky that son of a fragger was. Look at that. Did you see how lucky he was? And that's why the Dick Cocaine is the best way to attack. It just is.
Yes, sir. Ahead flank.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do.
Rudder 3-7.
We're gonna turn. We're gonna get this guy. Alright, now sonar, you are useful, so go ahead and start doing your usefulness.
Bearing. 1. Bearing. 1. 3.
Alright, so we're gonna do this at ×2 speed, I think.
Bearing. 2.
Okay, so we don't want to go,
Yes, sir.
don't want to stray too far away from them, but we want to
4.
basically do the same thing, only have more of a 90-degree angle. We don't have to get that was a really bad attack because as you can see,
Bearing.
you only had to move a little bit.
4.
So basically our plan is to go up here and down here so our attack is more that way, not like that way. It's like barely off his line. But yeah, that's how you would go about doing an attack without doing the Dick Cocaine method. But I like it because it makes it very hard for the ship to dodge.
Bearing. 5. 3.
Alright, let's go ahead and do ×4 speed, or ×8.
5.
Alright, so now we're going to draw a little bit more parallel to it so we can get some distance. Get a little bit of ahead of him. Alright. So we need to turn in on him a little bit. And okay, now we're ready.
2-5, ready, sir.
Thank you.
Bearing. 5.
Remember, we still have Tube 2. We're going to commit to this attack. Okay, so he's a little bit more, not perfect, but a little bit more of a right angle. So, obviously,
6. 4.
we need to turn in a little bit.
Runner 1, 5.
So we're going to stop when 40, when he hits 40, I think.
Bearing. 5. 9. Bearing. 5. 3.
Alright, anyway. So we are stopping the turn.
4.
Runner 0.
8. Yes, sir.
Now, still need a few pieces of information.
Bearing. 4. 2.
I.e. his course, which is one of the most important pieces, arguably. So we need to know where he's going. We need to know where we are going. Oops, we need to take that information from, shoot, how am I going to do this? Well, what I can do how am I going to do this? Well, I could always cheat. We can guesstimate. Say he's that way. The range is easy enough to find. We'll just use whatever measurement that comes out to be. And we check our torpedo map. And we do the position keeper. So as you can see, we're not exactly right. So something's wrong. So we need that to go back here. No, it's still there. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's shoot that one off then. That's what was wrong. Okay, so where's my periscope? Tube 2 is ready to fire. Let's do this.
Firing tube 2. Torpedo in the water.
Alright, so there it goes. So we'll see how well that works out. Probably won't. See, she's turning. And contact.
Torpedo impacted.
Boom, we got a hit. Awesome. Cheated a little bit, but whatever.
Bearing. 4.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3.
Alright, so let's just see what that does to her. If we have to, we can pick up the chase later.
4.
If not, if that's enough to sink her, hopefully, that'd be great. So
Bearing.
let's go check it out.
3. Bearing.
Definitely no more engine.
4.
Visually, I can see that she's lower. Water is coming up on the deck.
Bearing.
And the back is
5.
under, so this is a kill. I feel a little bit bad that I had to cheat, but you cost me 4 torpedoes, so whatever.
Bearing. 4. 6.
And we got this guy, though. So, anyway. At least I think we got this guy. Yeah. Sinking sounds. Boom, baby. Die.
4. 7.
Got all the lifeboats off. Good for you. Get out of here, sir. You know what that explosion probably was? It was probably the cold seawater hitting the boilers. That's what I would guess that was. And since now there's an additional hole wherever the boilers were, that will pretty much seal the ship's fate. So down it goes, water goes into the smokestack, cancels out your nasty pollution, so I did the world a favor. Alright, peace out. Give these guys some medals. Alright, you guys can abandon your posts now. Anyway. So there's the bottom. Oh good, we can still see if I look up. Let me see that booty rocket. Whoa. Okay. Boom. Maybe you guys can't see. I'm trying my best. But yeah, there she goes. Never to bother me again. Cool. Well, let's raise the boat.
Yes, sir. New depth 1/5.
Yes, sir.
So where was I in all this? I don't know. Should be able to see me soon. Let's get to the... There we are. Haha. Die.
Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
Vroom vroom. And booyah, we did it. Cheated, but we did it. Alright, so let's load up some torpedoes. So we're good to go. And that's an overly complicated engagement. Now let's get the... Let's see if we did what we needed to do. Nope, we did not. So that'll probably be for the next episode. I think I'm done playing this for now. That was pretty intense engagement, very wasteful, but it's an effective example of why the Ditko Kane attack is the most effective way to do it. So hope you guys like the video. If you do, leave a like below. Blah blah blah. You know, I'll catch you next time. Until next time, run silent, run deep.